We know from really good experimental studies that when you sleep deprive people, they become insulin resistant. And the more insulin resistant a person is, the less they're able to access their stored energy. So higher insulin resistance means greater difficulty accessing stored energy. So if you wake up and if you have successive days of poor sleep and you're becoming somewhat insulin resistant, you're gonna want to eat more because you're not able to access your own natural stores of fat, which is where we want to go for energy. If you look at one experiment that was done out of the University of Chicago, they took healthy subjects, young subjects, and sleep deprived them for somewhere between 10 and 14 days, so not a huge period of time. And they only let them sleep 4 hours a night, which, by the way, I know a lot of people who are doing that for years at a time. In that 10 to 14 day period of time, their insulin resistance was worsened by 50%. So I think sleep restriction and unhealthy sleep is a very underappreciated cause of metabolic health and weight gain. And then by extension, these other things we're talking about. If you really stop to think about it, sleep doesn't make a lot of sense from an evolutionary perspective. Like if you go back in time a few 100,000 years, why would we have spent a third of our life unconscious? It didn't serve our purpose. You can't mate, you can't hunt, and you can't defend yourself. So you have to believe that if we could have evolved out of it, we would have done it. And we didn't. So that means that whatever it's doing, it must be really important. I mean, core, essential to our existence. While I will completely acknowledge that different people have a different necessity or requirement for how much they sleep, I still think that many people underestimate how much they need.